We're the Trillionaires, man. What it do with y'all? Welcome back to another video, man. Today's video I want to talk to y'all about, I don't know how I'm going to title it, but I'm going to say what is considered, that's why I might title the video, what is considered rich. Now, this is what I believe what is considered rich, you know what I'm saying? Before you do whatever it is that you plan on doing. But like I said, man, I got a current reality on some shit like that, so basically this is like a video as a reminder to myself on some shit because I gotta make sure that I'm in the greatest financial spot ever before I do anything. You know. But anyway, so basically what is considered rich? So this is what I consider rich. And I'm not gonna say this is mega rich. Of course, this is like level one of being rich. This is literally level one. So what do I mean is what is considered rich? Level one of being rich is $1 million. Now, to rich people, that's nothing. But that's what I'm saying. This is level one. Now, I remember looking at Grant Cardone video. He said 10 million is really level one. It could go either ways, man. You know, 10 million, that's when you are rich to the point like you can't go broke. You know what I'm saying? Well, you can go broke, but a million is a higher chance of you going broke if you're not smart with your money. You feel me? But 10 million, you know what I'm saying? That's a different ball game or some shit. You know, it's like 1 million, but the thing is, you will have a lesser chance of not going broke. But anyways, point I'm trying to get across is this. Or you could consider matter of fact, you could consider $1 million is like pre-K. You know what I'm saying? Real talk. But yeah, man. So being broke, what is considered broke, what is considered poor, some shit like that. You know, what is considered that? I believe it's when you have less than 100,000. Now, you are middle class. See, this is what I'm trying to get across. So lower class, middle class, and upper class. Upper class are in the 1 million range. Middle class are in the 100,000s plus range. You know what I'm saying? It could range between 100,000, 200,000, 300,000, 400,000. All that is middle class. Lower class is below 100,000. Real talk. Speaking from experience. You know what I'm saying? I grew up in the middle class on some shit. Now I'm in the process of creating my wealth. You know what I'm saying? So I'm just gonna keep it 100 with you, man. In the process, I'm staying in the motherfucking lower class or some shit. Real talk. You know what I'm saying? But this is the reason as to why I'm making the video, though. So this is what I'm saying. Before I make any moves, or before you make any moves, just like what I'm saying in this video, man, you gotta make sure. You gotta make sure that you have the lower class or some shit. So if you have less than 100,000, you're broke, you're poor. Even like I said, Grant Cardone speaks on this a lot. If you have $60,000, congratulations, you're broke. I'm telling you, can you buy your dream car in cash? No. Can you buy your house, your dream house, your dream mansion in cash? No. You're broke. No. So with that being said, like I just said, you're broke. but that's for the lower class. Now for the middle class, like I said, middle class is 100,000 plus, you know what I'm saying? So 100,000, 200,000, 300,000, 400,000, 500,000, 600,000, 700,000, 800,000, 900,000. All of that is middle class. Real talk. You know what I'm saying? This is why when rich people are seeing people that have like nice houses or mansions and shit like that, they still in the middle class, but it's not perceived as that. But they really are in the middle class because they didn't buy it in cash. So they renting it, you know what I'm saying? But yeah, man, so that's the middle class though. You know what I'm saying? That's the middle class or some shit. You feel me? And the upper class is 1 million, 2 million, 3 million, 4 million, 5 million, 6 million, 7 million, 8 million. Anything that's in the millions or the billions and the trillions out in this bitch, or the zillions, that's rich. Or should I say in trillions, that's ultra rich at that point. Billions, that's like mega rich. You know what I'm saying? Millions, that's how you know you're rich on some shit. But that's what I believe is considered rich. You know what I'm saying? That's what I believe is considered rich, man. You know what I'm saying? So, like I said, man, if you're, like I said, so let's say you want to go Hollywood, and Hollywood is just like a term of saying, you know what I'm saying? You want to start acting different or some shit. All I'm going to say is, man, all I'm going to say is you got to make sure that you are in a great you got to make sure you're in a great financial spot before you do what it is that you got to do. I'm telling you what it is, man. You got to make sure you do what it is that you got to do at first, because you'll look like a fool. Hey, man, hey, I'm speaking from experience out in this bitch, man. I ain't going to sit back and get, you'll look like a literal, let's say this, man. Let me use an example. This is not for me or nothing like that. But let me use an example. Let's say you very young, right? You very young. Let's say you 16 or some shit like that, right? You know what I'm saying? And let's say whoever it is that you're living with or some shit like that, you just got beef with them or some shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, this is just an example on some shit. So, it's gonna be a point in time you're gonna be like saying, fuck it, I'm out. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, when you're young, see, I'm gonna give game to a whole lot of young people. I'm telling the young people, they watching young people the most on some shit. I'm telling, if you're a young person looking at this video right now, they are watching you the most. The reason as to why people are watching you the most when you're very young is because you got a whole lot of time. Real talk, time is the most valuable thing that you have. So if you're very young and you're very rich and successful, young, you can enjoy that for decades. This is, man, I already made a video about, I already made a video about, you always, 95% of the time we always see old people driving supercars, like the Pagani's, the Lambos, the Bugattis, Ferrari. We always see old people driving that. They ain't supposed to be old people, it's supposed to be young people. But the thing is, young people are not being taught the importance of money. So since young people are not being taught that, they're going to get put in an average or slave losing spot. I said spot, but spot, but real talk though. And that's what they want. They don't want you to know the importance. They don't want to see you in a Lamborghini. They don't want to see you buying your own house at the age of 18, 20, 25. They don't want you to do all that shit when you young. They want you to live an average life and get old and, look at the next generation that's coming in the same way that the previous generation is looking at you right now. The fuck? I'm telling you the game though. But real talk. So let me go back to my example. So here you go. You say you want to start living independent on some shit. There's going to be a 99% chance that you're going to have to come back. I'm just telling you what it is. And the reason for it being is because you're broke. So that's what I'm saying. If you want to start acting in Hollywood on some shit, man, you got to get in a Hollywood financial spot. You know what I'm saying? Real talk. So, and I'm saying 1 million is the range. I'm sorry to tell you, man, 1 million is the range. But since you now know that 1 million is the range to do what it is that you want to do, if you want to start acting in Hollywood or some shit, then you got to get to 1 million quick. And that's the secret that these rich people are doing. Rich people are making money quick. That's it. I learned this from this is off topic, but I learned this from a Lil Baby video. Lil Baby said he get 200 in occasion. Waka Flocka said he makes 50,000 for a show. There's businesses out here that is making, real talk, I work at jobs and shit like that. You know what I'm saying? There's a job that made $100,000 in a day. Meanwhile, you ain't even never seen $100,000 in your life. It doesn't add up. How can someone make $200,000 every occasion? How can someone make $50,000 for a show? How can a company make 100,000? As a matter of fact, it's a person that's making 100,000. How can a person make $100,000 every single day? Meanwhile, and they get to drive all the nice cars, get to live in the nicest houses. You know what I'm saying? They get to do a whole lot of luxury things. Meanwhile, you gotta sit back and slave. That does not make sense. And AT always speaks about this. Cobra Tate. Real talk. He speaks about this.